Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Randy at Tech Rescue. I'm coming at you right now with your weekly cyber security tip. I'm going to be doing this every Tuesday or most Tuesdays at noon. So be sure to watch for the notification. And today's tip, I'm going to be talking about when you are going to be hacked. Now, I know that you probably right off the bat, you're going to say, well, I'm not going to be hacked. I don't want to be hacked. Why would I be hacked? And the reality is, in today's environment with what's going on, it's not really a matter of if you're going to be attacked or cyber attacked, or hacked, but when you're going to be hacked, because statistically it's growing and growing, and it's really becoming a huge issue. I just read even today about another huge hack that just happened, that was made public in the last couple of days. So we need to get into the mindset of when and know that it's going to happen, and so that way we can be ready for it. And the reality is that small businesses are really at risk. Most people think, because I do a lot of talks like this one-on-one with customers and people that are just considering what we do. And most people think, well, my business is too small. I only have 10 employees and my business is too small. Nobody's going to hack me. But the reality is small businesses are one of the largest targets for hackers. And there's several reasons for that. One is they might not have the same level of security that, say like a Target would have or something like that. The thing about that is that the hackers can get access to tools on the dark web. They don't even have to write these things themselves. They just get access to those tools that they can buy, and then they are able to basically, oh my gosh. So isn't that great? On my first live, I have a phone call because I forgot to mute my call. Well, there you have it. So anyway, the bad guys can purchase this software on the internet, and then all they have to do is basically roll it out. It's basically ransomware as a service. And so those kind of people especially are going to be really targeting small businesses, because small businesses usually don't have the security to stop a cyber attack. Also, a small business still has data that's very, 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 very valuable. You'd be surprised, but just 20 credit cards, or an employee list with social security numbers that maybe has 50 people on it or 100 people on it. Those things bring big money on the dark web. I'm talking like in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the size, but even 100,000. I just the other day was doing a cybersecurity review for one of our customers, and we found an email. I think it was email with social security. It was employees that they had, was less than 100, but it was worth in the $4,000 to $5,000 range on the dark web. So that's one of the reasons why small businesses, another reason why small businesses are attacked. And then also they're attacked because it's kind of assumed that they have money to pay for it. And that's really what it boils down to, is these cyber criminals are trying to get rich. Cybercrime is actually a high growth industry right now. And so they're trying to get rich. And so they target as many businesses as they can. And when they do, they expect a ransom for the people to be able to get their data back. What we're seeing recently is we're seeing that if the people don't pay the data, they'll threaten to take the data and put it onto the dark web for sale if you don't pay the ransom to get it back. So that's why small businesses are basically really vulnerable right now, and why they're under attack. And it's really a big deal to me, because the statistic is that 60% of small businesses that get a ransomware attack, a cyber attack of this level, 60% of them will go out of business. Just in the last like 3 weeks, I've been on calls like this with small businesses that we support. I've had 2 customers tell me if they had a ransomware attack, they would literally be put out of business, that they would have to shut down, and there's no way that they could continue business. And guys, that is really, really heartbreaking. Some of the businesses and industries that are really targeted right now are medical and construction. Medical because they have lots of personal information. Construction because they keep lots of data locally, typically, which puts it at an even bigger risk sometimes. And then also real estate agents, because they are they're dealing with a lot of ACHs and large transactions. So a criminal can jump in the middle of that and be able to get away with stuff that they're not normally able to do, because there's lots of those transactions going on. And then another industry that's really getting hit right now is insurance. Insurance because they're kind of all of the above. They have lots of customer data. They're dealing with lots of personal data. And if they just think, well, hey, all of our data is in the cloud, doesn't that mean that we're safe? It doesn't mean that. The attack that happened at SolarWinds, people say, well, it was super sophisticated. I don't really believe that, because I've seen the code that was inserted. It was 4 or 5 lines of code. It was a programmer probably working at his computer or her computer, maybe working from home. They could have just gone up and gone to the bathroom. And while they were away from their computer, 4 or 5 lines of code were inserted into SolarWinds company code, which was later uploaded and signed and distributed out to hundreds of thousands of endpoints. And just because it's your data's in the cloud doesn't mean that the same kind of thing couldn't happen. Like you get a phone call and maybe you step outside to get better reception, and you're like, well, all my data's in the cloud. They literally could hop on at that point. And so at Tech Rescue, we're really focusing on these industries, and especially right now, trying to focus on insurance agencies so we can help them get more secure and not fall victim to one of these attacks. So anyway, if you guys know of anybody that maybe they fall in one of these industries, especially insurance, be sure to give them my number or have them message me on Facebook so that we can help them out. This is a really big deal for me because I'm so passionate about small businesses, and the thought of especially a small business I know or a small business that is run by a friend of mine, the thought of one of those businesses going under because of an attack, like it literally just causes me to lose sleep. So be sure to send some people our way if you know people like that are having the same kind of concern. Well, anyway, guys, I want to keep these pretty short and brief. Once again, I'll be doing this every Tuesday, or most every Tuesday around noon. May also throw in a couple of other ones during the week as needed. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday at noon. Have a great day.